Namah. Om Gurave 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 Namah. Our topic for today is the Rishi of Varuna. You see, the Rishi is, if you look at the zodiac, the natural zodiac, which is divided into two parts, we call the day and the night signs, or day half and the night half. Vara Shastra is based upon the two halves. The day half, the visible half, and the night half, the invisible half. Now, there are two ways to do this. One is based upon Surya and one is based upon Chandra. Chandra method and Surya method. Nasargik is based upon the Surya method, where what we are doing is from Lagna onwards, from Lagna onwards, these houses, 1, 2, this is the invisible. This is called the invisible half. You see? And 7th to this is visible. That is the visible half. This is visible half. This over here, Lagna to 7th house, is a very, very powerful Shivalinga. Get the idea? This is the column of light. Column of light. Inside our body, the same thing is Kundalini. So the view inside the body, the view outside the body are different. You see, here 7th house to this is the visible half. Visible half is like daytime. In the daytime, Surya will go from Lagna, it goes like this, via 10th house, it comes like this. Retrograde sun. Surya is retrograde. Okay? That is the daytime effect. In the night, the Surya is going like this, under the ground. Under the ground in the reverse directions. So that is why you see all these nakshatras over here. All the nakshatras are working from Lagna to the 7th house. It is very interesting. From Lagna to the 7th house, all the nakshatras are very active and very working. Whereas from the 7th house to the Lagna, in the reverse, in the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, here the nakshatras are not that powerful. Here the Rashis are more powerful. That is why we say this is the day half, which is Vishnu half. Vishnu half. This whole half is ruled by Vishnu. This is the night half, and we call this the Rudra half, the howler, the Rudra half. This column of light that you are seeing out here is Shiva, the knowledge. Knowledge is along this 1-7 axis, the column of light. Right on top over here, what we call is Guru is on your head, and the form of the Guru is Bhairava. Okay. Now, as far as the natural zodiac is concerned, now this is your horoscope. This thing that you are watching is your horoscope. Did you understand your horoscope? Now we will come to what we call the column of light for the natural zodiac. In the natural zodiac, Leo is associated with the sun and Cancer is associated with the moon. So from the sun is always direct. So from the sun to Capricorn, from Leo to Capricorn, we say is the day half. And then from Aquarius to Cancer is the moon half. So moon half is from Aquarius to Cancer and the sun half is from Leo to Capricorn. This is the situation in Bhuvaloka. Why is this Bhuvaloka? Because Bhuvaloka is starting from Leo. Get the idea? We are turning the zodiac. We are turning the zodiac and we are putting Leo in the first house. If I were to draw a North Indian zodiac, I will put Leo in the first house. This is Bhuva Loka. In Bhuva Loka, you have to put Leo in the first house and then study it. In Bhuloka, this is Bhuloka. We put Aries first house. Here Leo is first house. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 are the sun half. It is reversed. You see it has got reversed. Whereas 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 are moon half. So Bhuloka and Bhuvaloka have got reversed. And that we are able to see when we see Mooladhara and Swadhisthana. And this is Mooladhara. From Mooladhara, you see the blue will go like this and then it will reverse till it goes to Manipura. Right? And then let me take another color. Right. And then you see the nadi, how the nadis are changing. This is the. So if I put the sun over here and the moon on this side, I can say that the sun and the moon are reversing. Do you see that? They are being reversed because you see, and Bhuvaloka is experienced from here, from the Swadhisthana, whereas Bhuloka is from Mooladhara. Mooladhara, the experience of day and night, the sun and the moon experience in Mooladhara is being reversed in Bhuvaloka, in the Swadhisthana. So what is considered good in Bhuloka is being reversed. So remember, we put the moon over here on the left hand side and we put the sun in the right hand side when we are seeing the houses from Aries. But the moment we are seeing houses from Leo, which is Bhuvaloka houses, then we are reversing it and we are putting the sun on the left and we are putting the moon on the right. How interesting. So now we are going to see Bhuvaloka. And this is where we are going to study how these devatas are coming down to Bhuvaloka. See, the devatas are not in Bhuvaloka. The devatas are in Manipura level at Swargaloka. At the Swargaloka, we are having devatas. And even higher than them, at Maharloka, we have the Rishi. So it is very interesting to know. At Bhuloka, we are having human beings, Manushya. At Bhuvaloka we have Graha. At Swargaloka we have Devatas. And Maharloka we have the Rishi. At Bhuloka there is only square, east, west, north, south. There is only the square over here in Bhuloka. At the Bhuvaloka level, you know that suddenly now we are having more. We are having Ritu. We are having the Ritu or the 6 seasons. So out here we have a choke, square, 4. I just put 4 over here. Here at the Graha level are 6, the seasons. At Swargaloka we have the 12, Rashi. We are having Rashi over here. But at the Maharloka, we have the Nakshatra. So Nakshatra Jyotish is about Rishis. Nakshatra Jyotish is about Rishis. It really is not about Devatas. The Devatas that are there at Maharloka are not the same Devas of the Swargaloka. Here these Devas are ruled by Brahma. Here the Rishi at Maharloka are ruled by Vishnu. Vishnu is ruling this Maharloka and the Rishi and the Nakshatras. So entire Vishnu Jyotish is about Maharloka, it is about the Rishis, it is about the Nakshatras. Now it is a very interesting thing now. We know in Jyotish that the overlord of the Nakshatras is the moon and the overlord of the Rashis is the sun. So by these definitions of Hinduism, of Vedic Dharma, by these definitions of Vedic Dharma, moon is one loka higher than the sun because there's the moon mandala. He is ruling these nakshatras. This is, let us call this the mind. So the mind is working from this, whereas the sun, your energy levels is in your navel. Your energy is in your navel, whereas your mind is in the chest. Your breathing has a very important role to play with your mind. If you are breathing slowly, the mind is calm. If you are breathing very fast, the mind is agitated. So the breathing has a connection with your mind. Okay, and the food you eat has a connection with your Surya. Therefore, Surya is very concerned about your gunas. Surya and Shukra are ruling the plant kingdom. Plant kingdom is ruled by Surya and Shukra. You please study Dhatu Mula Jiva. Dhatu Mula Jiva. The Mula means plant kingdom. The entire plants, trees, fruits, the entire plant kingdom. This plant kingdom is ruled by Surya and Shukra. Surya is ruling the plants in the daytime and Shukra is ruling the plants in the night time. You see, so you must understand that Surya is very concerned about what you are eating in the daytime. What you eat in the night time is offering to Shukra. What you eat in the daytime is offering to Surya, which is good for your lagna. What you are eating in the daytime is good for your lagna. What you are eating in the night time is good for your 7th house. So you must understand. Remember, energy, the column of light, Bhuloka, Bhuloka, energy, column of light is in Lagna and 7th house. That is why Germany is continuously telling us, continuously, focus on Lagna or 7th house, focus on Lagna or 7th house, all the time. All the time he does this. Hora Shastra is about Lagna or 7th house. Okay? I want you to make these connections in your mind. These connections are very, very important. They have to be made in the mind. So when we are talking about Vishnu, We are talking about Vishnu avatar, which is the most important planet. It is the moon. It is the mind. The power of the avatar is to control your mind completely and totally. When you say, I am a great worshipper of Lord Shiva, it is because in your Anahata Chakra, Vishnu desires that you must worship Lord Shiva. If you say, I am a great worshipper of Jesus Christ, it is because in your Anahata Chakra, Vishnu desires that you worship Jesus Christ. So you must remember, whoever you worship, and for whatever purpose you worship, that worship is happening through your mind. Your mind is the worshipper. Your mind is the most important horse. And this mind is actually controlled completely by the avatar because he is controlling your breathing. Soham Hamsa. Soham Hamsa. So you see, from the Anahata Chakra, he is controlling the Vayu and your breathing. He is controlling your pranas because of the breathing. He is controlling your longevity because of the breathing. So we must realize that our longevity is dependent upon Vishnu. And we know that Vishnu is about cleanliness, about purity. Therefore, if you are clean, if you are pure, you are supposed to have a very, very long life. The other part, your body longevity of 108 years, body longevity of 108 years, your mind longevity of 120 years, and your soul is further up. Vishuddhi. In the Vishuddhi, your soul is working through the third chakra called the Vishuddhi. So which are the three important chakras? Your Manipura chakra controls your body, your Anahata controls your mind, your Vishuddhi is controlling your soul. So your mind, body and soul are trapped within the torso, under the neck. Under the neck, your mind, your body and your soul are all trapped. They are all trapped in this torso, in the middle portion of your body. Okay? And the longevity of your soul that the Vishuddhi can give is 144. Therefore, the longevity that we are calculating, when you calculate longevity, you are just using different longevity systems without sitting back and thinking very calmly. What am I calculating? Am I calculating longevity of the body, or the longevity of the mind, or the longevity of the soul? What is longevity of the soul? It is the time that the soul can spend on planet Earth. It is 2 degrees of the Ayanamsha. It is 2 degrees of Ayanamsha. 1 degree is 72 years, and 72 into 2 is 144 years. This is one Narayana Dasha. This is one Sudarshana Chakra Dasha. That is the time you can spend. So this is a broad view of your chakras, a broad view of how these chakras are controlling your mind, your body and your soul. A broad view of how we have to study the horoscope from Bhuloka for from Mesha Rashi, Bhuvaloka from Simha Lagna, and Swarga Loka from Dhanur Lagna. You have to make Sagittarius the Lagna and study the horoscope, natural horoscope, to study Swarga Loka. What is heaven? Okay. With that, now I will take a little break. You should make your notes. What you are learning today, you would say, is mind-boggling. Well, this is Jaimini classes. Huh? You can no longer continue to say that Guruji, the how is Ketu Moksha Karaka. वो सब नहीं चलेगा. Absolutely not. We are now at the level where we have to come into contact with the rishis. So we have to now study this at that level. अभी और नीचे नहीं. Now you are going up. Finally year होने को चला है. Now we are experiencing this world from Bhulok, right? So for the time being, you forget this. What is our sky? हमारा आसमान क्या? Our 10th house. When we pray to God, we are looking up. We are not going to look down. If you look down and pray to God, all kinds of snakes and ghosts and dhanavas and all will come and say, hello, how are you? Huh? Don't look down while doing puja. Don't make that mistake. You do pranam and then look straight or look up. That is why it is very important that when you are doing meditation, when you are doing puja, your head is upwards. Many of you, when you do your meditation, you go to sleep and then the head goes down. You see, your head goes down like that. You see, I've seen many people, great meditators, head is downwards and they are doing meditation. Pakka dhanava aane wala. All these dhanavas, rakshasas, Ravana will all come to say hello to you. So what you have to do? Lie down on the bed. Lie down on the bed with the back. Samadhi. What is samadhi? You are facing vertically upwards. Even if you want, you cannot face downwards unless you are sleeping on the stomach. Right? You sleep on the back so that your face is always upwards. Vertically upwards. Exact upwards. Means basically you are in Bhuloka. You are lying flat like this over here. You are sleeping out here in Bhuloka. And your eyes are upwards. And you are straight away going to see Bhairava. You will see Bhairava. And that is your guidance mechanism. Now, what is daytime for us? In the sky. In the sky means from Leo we are going to see Simha Rashi. So the day is ruled by the sun, by Indra Aditya. Now, where is Indra Aditya? Indra Aditya is in Leo. Remember that. And the night time will be ruled by the moon. We know that. In the daytime, we are seeing sun is the most important planet, graha in the sky. Surya is the most important graha in the sky because we cannot see other graha. He is so powerful, full of ego. What nakshatra are you talking about? Where are the nakshatras? Come on, rubbish. Cut down to earth. Surya, full of his aham. He is aham brahmasmi. He is so powerful, aham brahmasmi. He dominates the daytime. You want money? Go jolly well work. So work is actually being given by Surya. Wealth is given by Surya. So he is very powerful. Indra Aditya. He rules the rishis. He rules the devas, the daytime. Because the day is connected to the sun and the sun is connected to the devas. From Brahma's level. Aham Brahmasmi, no? On the Brahma level, Nabhi level. Now come to the night. The night is ruled by the moon, and we have seen that he is the king of the nakshatras, and he is connecting to Vishnu. Every Vishnu avatar will have a very strong lunar influence on the Lagna, very strong. If it is not there, then how are you connected to Maharloka? I mean, how? Either through nakshatras or how are you going to connect? So the moon is very critical over here. Moon is connecting to the rishis. The rishis are only visible in the night time. You look at Saptarishi. Can you see the Saptarishi in the daytime? No, you cannot see the Saptarishi in the daytime. Saptarishi are only visible in the night time. How interesting. So therefore, the rishis are night related and the devas are day related as far as we are concerned. If the rishis are night related, they are moon related, but moon is also blood. So therefore our blood is connected to the rishis, not to the devatas. We are not children of the devatas. We are children of the rishis. Ah. So let us now study the Vayu Puran today. Okay. You can see the two important ones for us. Most important devatas for us are Indra Dev and Varuna Dev. Va for Varuna, La for Indra. La and Va. These are the two important sounds. Okay. And together they form love. Love is a Hindi word, not English love. English love is different from Hindi love. Love is the, you know, in your fingers there are phalanges. You see, what is love? Try to understand. In your finger, this is a finger. You find this? This is love. It is the gap, it is the junction between the phalanges of the fingers. Each finger is a Rashi. Each finger is a Rashi. So what is love? Love is the boundary of the Rashis. You see that? Like these boundaries of the Rashis. La and Va are boundaries of the Rashis. The first major boundary is between Leo and Cancer. This is the Gandanta of Varuna and Indra. Out here also there is a sunset which is not visible. So Capricorn belongs to Indra, whereas Aquarius belongs to Varuna. So Leo and Capricorn, that is 5 and 10, are the starting point and the ending point of Indra, whereas 11 to 4 are the starting and ending points of Varuna. Now, what does the Vayu Purana say? It is due to the curse of Maheshwara that the noble souls, Saptarishi, Daksha, and the very powerful sages like Brigu and others manifested themselves in this Manvantara. They had no desire to come now. This is Kali Yuga. They said, what work we have got? These useless fellows are going to come out here. Why do we have to come? Maheshwara got angry. He said, no, you cannot be absolved of your duties. You have to go there and you have to produce the creatures. If you do not produce the creatures, how will the place be populated? How will they redeem their karmas? How will the whole time be wasted? The time has to be used, otherwise it will be wasted. So Maheshwara is the name with which Vishnu worships Shiva. How interesting. So basically it was a prayer of Vishnu. Why is it a prayer of Vishnu? So who has done this whole thing, this whole mischief of you and me coming to Bhuloka to learn Jaimini Sutras? Who did this mischief? Vishnu did this mischief. He worshipped Maheshwara. Ram will worship Rameshwara. Krishna will worship Someshwara. Like that. Ishvara, they worship Ishvara to redeem themselves of the karmas. So we are talking of Mercury over here. Vishnu, Mercury. He worships. And from there the creation is to start. And Shiva gets angry. Why are the Saptarishis just coming to attend class? Just attending class is not good enough. You are a Rishi, you also have to work. The souls that will incarnate in Bhuloka are basically stupid fellows. They don't know anything about the Aksharas. They don't know anything about the powerful matrix which is governing the laws of karma. They are only interested in the physical visibility. Proof of life is what is physically visible. They are so stupid. There is, what is the physical proof that you have a mind? Can you prove that you have a mind physically? What laws of physics will you use to prove that you have a mind? Laws of physics will not work in proving that you have a mind. So therefore, the stupid minds will only look for such physical truths. Whereas your job as the rishis has to go and awaken their mind. The mind has to be woken up from just looking, just dwelling on the physical things, and to dwell on the mind itself and learn the laws of karma. Laws of physics you can learn, but laws of karma, who will teach you? So the rishis have to come and you have to incarnate. And how will you come? For you to come, you must have a father, and he must have a father, and he must have a father, and so on. We go right down to the starting point. And at the starting point, we find that there were these 7 sages. Shloka 4:10 tells us the 7 sages were born again as 7 Manasaputra of Brahma. Again, see the word Manasaputra. Manasaputra of Brahma. Now, it's a very funny situation. Brahma is in charge of the body. He has the devas to do the job for him. But Brahma has a mind also. Na? Brahma also has a mind. So from the mind of Brahma, they can descend. Why? Because the Rishi are above. Rishi are in Anahata. And they have to come down to first, which place? To Swarga. Swarga is below Anahata. And how will they come? They will come to the head of Brahma. And what is there in the head? What is working in the head? Mind is working in the head of Brahma. Mind works in the head. Mind is not in the head. Mind is in the chest and it works in the head. Mind has 2 places. The mind has 2 places. See, the moon has 2 horns. This place, the upper place of the mind, is the head. And the lower place of the mind is the chest. So this is Sahasrara and this is Anahata. So the mind is actually working like the 2 crescent moon. You know, we call it the crescent. The mind is like a crescent moon. The upper part of the moon is connected to the Sahasrara and the lower part is connected to the Anahata. That is what connects the head and the heart. The head and the heart are connected by Chandra. I hope I am very, very clear now. I know I am teaching many advanced things in one small lesson. So you will have to listen to this and make your notes properly. Now these 7 sages were born. Now why? So the sages were in Anahata, right? at the Maharloka. So they have to come down. Why will they come down? Because of the curse of Maheshwara. Mercury seems to have cursed them. How is Mercury connected to Maharloka? Homework. Please answer this in the list. How is Mercury connected to Maharloka? Because Maheshwara seems to have got angry with them. And there they are coming down to the head of Brahma. That is why they are called Manasaputra. Manasaputra are those that are born from the head. They are not born from the loins. They are not born from the Agni Mandala. Here, you see, if I draw Brahma over here, if I draw Brahma with his legs, this is Soma Mandala. This is Surya Mandala. And this is Agni Mandala. Even for Brahma, the mandalas are the same. Okay. The rishis came from the Soma Mandala. They did not come from the Agni Mandala. How did you come? From where did you come? You came from the Agni Mandala of your parents. Which graha is the controller of Agni? Mars. Which planet is having Digbala for Agni? Venus. So Mars and Venus have caused your creation. You are created from the Mars and Venus. And it is very interesting. Venus came from father and Mars came from mother. Whereas in astrology, they are teaching men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Astrology. Jyotish, men, father is giving, men are giving Venus and women are giving Mars. See the difference between Jyotish and astrology. If the child is very brave, it is because of mother. If the child is a coward, it is because of mother. If the child is having a lot of love and affection, it is because of father. If the child is having a lot of hatred and such emotions, it is because of father. Am I being clearly understood? Shukra is coming from father and Mangala is coming from mother. Venus is from the male and Mars is from the female. I am very sorry that I have just destroyed one of the fundamental principles of Brahma. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Brahma hora, Gola hora. Remember? PJC. I have destroyed it. How did I destroy it? By pulling Venus from father and Mars from mother. So we cannot say that Mars is only male or Venus is only female. When Mars will catch a woman, she will go to a man. When Venus will catch a man, he will go to a woman. Therefore, these two are being attracted to each other. We have learned another very important lesson. Tattva, controller, and Digbala planet have a very important role in manifesting the Tattva. So Agni Tattva is coming because of Mangal and Venus. And that is how the Agni Mandala is being formed out here. You are created from this Agni Mandala. Whereas the Sapta Rishi are created from the Soma Mandala. They don't like all this Agni Mandala activity. They don't like all this Agni Mandala activity. So this job is given to Agni Dev. So basically they form a sweat, and there is one Agni Hotri, and the priests are reciting some prayers, and the husband and wife are going around the fire, and they are getting married. The rishis are born from this head. They were adopted as sons by Swambhu, the self-born god Brahma himself. So therefore Swambhu, that is Brahma, adopted them as his sons because they came out of his head. So therefore he had to be adopted. These are called adopted children. The Sapta Rishi are Manasaputra. Manasaputra are adopted children. They are not own child. So who were the first adopted children in the world? the Saptarishi were the first adopted children in the world. Okay. The creative activity was initiated again as before and in the proper order by those noble souls. They are very noble, you know. They have not done any fault and still Maheshwara cursed them. How they will feel? And Maheshwara is their teacher. He is teaching them all the time. And this Guru, I mean, he likes us so much. We have obeyed him. We are always on time to class and still he shouts at us. What sort of Guru he is? You see, they did not give groundnut to Maheshwara. And then they started manifesting these souls, other souls, through a series of subjects. Series. Snake, bird, cow, dog, everybody they created. Their death and rebirth is because the Saptarishi get the curse of Bhava, that is Shiva again. Look at the names that are used, Bhava and Maheshwara. I want you to please comment on these names in the group, because these two names are very specifically mentioned in the Vayu Purana. So the Saptarishi are getting the curse of Bhava, that is why they have to be reborn. The rebirth is because of the curse of Bhava. Which planet is this form of Shiva? Which planet symbolizes the Bhava form of Shiva? Therefore, that planet shall be symbolic of rebirth. Is it Venus? Is it Venus? Then Venus, whose Mula Trikona is in Libra in the 7th house, shall be symbolic of rebirth. Am I being clear? So therefore, you must understand that in the Puranas, even when a very name of Shiva is being mentioned, you cannot take that name lightly. Some very important knowledge is being transmitted by the use of that very specific name in that shloka. Okay? Okay. So the Saptarishis manifested again and they started the creation process. Brahma, in order to do this, in order to manifest this, Brahma performed the grand Varuna Yajna. Why did he perform the grand Varuna Yajna? Because without the, you see, when somebody is under the curse of Maheshwara, Shiva, only Varuna has the power to redeem the curses that are coming from Maheshwara. Even if you have the curse of these rishis, only Varuna can redeem them. From Janar Loka, they traveled to Swarga Loka. From Janar Loka, some of them traveled to Swarga Loka. They came via Maharloka. So Brahma assumed the form of Varuna. Now, who assumed the form? See, Brahma assumed the form of Varuna for creation of all the rishis. So, because Brahma himself cannot create the rishi, so who created the rishi in the beginning? See, the rishi came down from Janarloka as Manasaputra of Brahma. Okay. From Janarloka, they came down as Manasaputra. That means they had already been created. They were already there. So who created them originally? It was Varuna who created them. It was Varuna. So this Varuna is no ordinary Devata. He is just not one of those ordinary Devatas. He is one of the extreme powerful Devatas, having absolute control over bondage. He has the power of bondage. He can put anybody under bondage. And the one who can free you from bondage is Shiva. So this bondage and freedom from bondage is a game that is going on between Shiva and Varuna. When Shiva is putting curse, that means bondage, on the Rishi, Varuna can free them. When Varuna is putting curse and the pashas on all the souls, including you and me, we are all under the Ashtabandhana of Varuna. Then the one who can free us is Shiva. For he is the one who frees the soul from the bondages, the mind from the bondages. He is the soul. All the anga of yajna, all the anga means body parts of yajna, along with vashatkara. So which was the first mantra? The first mantra was the vashatkara. Vashat. Vashat is associated with the rishis. To awaken a rishi, we have to use vashat. 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 Brahma Tejas. Brahma Tejas means the eyes. Brahma Tejas is in Brahmins. Kshatriya Tejas is in the Kshatriyas. Brahma Tejas is in the Brahmins. Kshatriya Tejas is in the Kshatriyas. So Brahma Tejas, or the eyes, the three eyes, the Brahma Tejas has Sattva and Rajas Guna, while Tamas is in the Akash. And where is the Akash in your body? In your body, the Akash is here. Akash Tattva is in the neck. And the Sattva and Rajas Guna are in the Brahma Tejas. So Sattva is here in the third eye. Sattva. Rajas is here. And all the Tamas is below the neck. Akash. So where did the tamas come? It came down to the neck. When the tamas comes down to the neck, the poison also comes in the tamas. Therefore, the grace of Nilakantha, the most important devata over here is Nilakantha Mahadev. He is taking away the poison. That is how you are able to survive. When the semen virile was once poured into Agni, when it was poured into Agni, Kavi, Venus emerged from spitting fire, and Hiranyagarbha Brahma called him Bhrigu. So Venus is poured into Agni. What is the direction of Agni Deva? Southeast direction. So when Venus is in the southeast direction, or Venus is in the fourth house, he is taking the form of Bhrigu. So we learn a very important lesson. Planets in Digbala are associated with the Rishi also. How interesting. Planets in Digbala are also being associated with the Rishi. Why is that? Therefore, there is a Digbala which must be associated with the mind. A Digbala which is associated with the mind, and a Digbala which is associated with the body. Separate. Digbala associated with the mind has to be Rishi involvement. Digbala associated with the body has to be Deva. So for example, if Sun is in Digbala in the body, we will call him Indra. When Sun is in Digbala in the mind, we will call him Kashyapa. When Venus is in Digbala in the body, we will call him Agnidev. When Venus is in Digbala in the mind, we will call him Bhrigu. Mahadev saw Bhrigu and stated, I am desirous of a son and I am initiated. I am desirous of a son and I am initiated. What do you mean by initiated? Where does initiation come? Mantra initiation is in fifth house. So without mantra initiation, you cannot have a son. If you have a son without mantra, that son will be coming without, you know what, the Rishi Kripa. So may he be my son. May Bhrigu be my son. So Mahadeva adopted Bhrigu as his son. Bhrigu was the firstborn of the Rishi. The firstborn of the Rishi was Bhrigu. Venus was the first Rishi to be born. Okay. I think that much for today. That much for today. That is dinner time.